Now, moving on to the last agenda on our list. You remember I told you about these 5 questions we want to answer, right? So this is the last one, the growth. You need to be asking the broker, what is the growth can I expect here? What growth can I expect here? I understand where the company is growing. How are you going to support me to grow my business? Because at the end of the day, you are a business owner. And if you don't run your business like a business, then it's not going to work out, unfortunately. So you need to ask them, how are you going to help me grow my business? So this is growth now. You need to know how they're going to help you grow your business, how they're going to support you to grow your wealth, and how they're going to help support you to, grow your legacy when you leave. So we're going to take this one by one. I'll start with the business first. What is the company going to do, or what are they doing to help you grow your business? Number 1 is the compensation plan. You have options. I like that. People like option. It means that it's freedom. When there is an option, there is freedom. So you have option to either go a flat fee or you go a traditional commission, style, which is, the 80-20. Also, we have a low cap of just $5,000. It's a no-brainer for a lot of people out there. And also, it's not one size fits all. This is, again, one of the reasons why I joined this brokerage, because I like to have options. I don't like, somebody fitting me into a box. I like to be able to switch things around as I see fit or as needed in my business. For example, if you are going on a long-term vacation, let's say you want to take a 6-month vacation, for that year, you may decide to just downgrade to a business builder. But if you know that, hey, 2024, I want to crush it, then it might make sense for you to be on the rev share partner business plan. So that's very, very important for a lot of agents, especially the team leaders that want to retain a lot of their agents. That's something they've been really embracing. Now, the second one is I just mentioned all this 2 plan. We have the dot loop, we have the listing power pack, among other things. That's how they support you. Now, you see, you can go $5,000 routes of the cap, which is $500 per transaction, and that also give you all the tools, build a downline, option to switch anytime you want, stock options, and you can also go the 80-20 route, which is what a lot of people who also like, if they know that they are going to crush it, if they know that they really want to build a rev share organization, this is what they will go for. This is the plan I am on, because I'm a builder. I want to build people, I want to help people to support, and I want to build a legacy for myself. So this is the compensation plan or the business plan that makes sense for my own situation. For you, it might just be start here when you start as a $500 per transaction, 5,000 cap. When you get more traction in your business, when you're closing more business, you now know more people, then you can now switch to the rev share plan. So moving on to the next one is the fee structure here. One of the things I love this company for is that they are not charging you all those extra fees that most brokerage always charge. At EXP, I was paying a lot of this. I pay the startup fee, I'm paying the compliance fee, I'm paying the technology fee, and I'm paying for my desk fee, which is a monthly fee, but for LPT here, you only pay just 2. There is no sign-up fee, there is nothing else, just $500 per annum. And that's what cover your error and omission insurance, because as a real estate agent, the brokerage need to carry E&O insurance all the time, because we are selling real estate, which sometimes is the largest investment an average American will make in their entire life. So we want to make sure that we are protected, and the consumer is also protected. Should anything we did not foresee happen, then the insurance company is going to cover that. That's the purpose of the error and omission insurance. Also, after you pay that $500, it cover your E&O, and it cover all the technology fee, talk about the chime, the dot loop, the support you're receiving, among other things. And also, the next one you're going to be paying is $195 per deal, rather. So if you representing a client, you can pass that $195 to them, and they can pay it. But if you don't want to do that, you can just pay that from your commission, so that way you're not passing any costs other than the commission, or you are getting maybe 3%, 4%, whatever the case may be. You are not passing any extra burden to the buyer or seller. So that's a good thing why I like the company. There is no any junk fees. So Now, agent promotion. So if you choose the revenue share option, the company has a way to help you to promote you either as a revenue share or as a business builder, and we're going to get into that here. So you see, they give you opportunity to be featured on local channels, talk about TV, radio, brand yourself as much as you want to. You can share it on social media. You can build your credibility by being on TV, which is something I'm going to be exploring very soon. So it's a no-brainer. Imagine your neighbor saw you on TV and they want to be selling their house next week. You're going to be the one they will call. So that's something you have to take advantage of. And I'm not surprised because the founder is a marketing genius. I mean, he found the company. It's a marketer. So, and he's bringing all those skills, all those connections he has built over the years to LPT, to grow agents like me and you, to be able to help our family and be a successful real estate agent. So that is on the support. Talking about the promotion, you can see me here on the billboard, and this is going to be posted all over the city where I serve, and even maybe a little bit outside of where I serve, but it's going to be all over Houston area. Now people that are passing by can see, oh, that's Wale on the billboard. That can be you. Hey, that's Jessica on the billboard. So that's something that I think is cool because it means that they are putting you first. They really want you to succeed. They want you to sell more real estate, and they want you to have that freedom so you can define your own success. Whatever success means to you, they want you to be the one to define it. So now, of course, they want to help you sell more real estate, which is the big one for the company. Now, still talking about agent promotion, some of these are what they do, event centers, sporting activities. They make sure they promote you as much as possible. Now, the last one on the growth. The growth is lead generation, right? So we all know that if you don't generate leads, then your business is going to die. Or if your phone is not ringing, then you don't have a business. So what does this mean? The company understand that, and they said that, hey, you know what? We will do something revolutionary. And what do? They are buying exclusive. They formed this homevalue.com. Homevalue.com is very similar to Zillow, where home sellers can go online and get the value of their home. Once they put their basic information there, the company is going to reach out to them, qualify them as a lead, eventually send those leads to any agent in that area. Hey, you have a listing appointment. And these are very hot leads that are ready to sell, not those that are just wasting people's time. So the lead will be exclusively for LPT agents. Lead will be delivered once ready for appointments, not for time wasters. You can opt in and opt out at any time. And this is owned by LPT Realty, which means increased company value. So as you can see, so homevalue.com is a company that is owned by LPT. Now, wealth. How does the company help you build wealth? You see, at the end of the day, selling real estate is just the path to the, it's not the end. It's to get us somewhere. And at the end of the day, we want to be wealthy and want to leave a good legacy. So how does LPT help you build wealth? I'll tell you how we do that here. We do that by having a residual income. Now, the money that continues to flow after an initial investment of time and resources has been completed. So if you choose to go residual income, it means that you will have to be a rev share partner. So you will be getting from the revenue of the company. So that way money is flowing into your bank account. Now, this is optional. If you know you are not very, outgoing person, you don't want to talk to people about, hey, let them come and join LPT. You don't have to do that. You can be very successful as well as a business builder just by selling real estate, because the company is already giving you a lot of free tools anyway, so you can be successful. But this one is just an option. If you think you're a builder, you want to leverage on what the company is doing, maybe you're coming from EXP or you're coming from Real and you've seen the power of revenue share and you want to take it to the next level, I can tell you there's no better company to do it than LPT right now, because the company is still young, it's still growing, and they're growing really fast, and you want to ride along with the growth, so that way you're not struggling to attract people when the company already reaches peak. I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's the revenue share opportunity for you. I will go through a quick scenario here of how revenue share works. Now, this is you, right? You came to LPT, you love the model, and you now share the model with another agent. And now when you share the model with another agent, that agent now, they come into your tier 1 or level level 1 downline. From there, those agents in your level 1 downline now, share the opportunity with their family and friends and anybody they know, and those agents too now were able to attract other agents. Now those agents they attracted will be in your level 2 right here. Now moving down, it can go up to tier 7 or up to level 7. You see, this is deep and it got bigger once you get to the 7th level. That's why I love this, because if they stop at level 3, then you're not really maximizing it, so they make it go up all the way to level 7, which is a good one. So now I will run through this example here, like I'm saying. So LPT will retain 50% though. Let's say I'll go through a number here so we see. Well, LPT will retain 50% of any revenue comes to the company. Let's say for this month the company make $1 million. The company will keep $500,000 in the company account, corporate account, and $500,000 will go to the revenue share account. That is the money they are using to compensate rev share partners like me and you, if you choose to become a rev share partner, because we're helping them to build a company. We're preaching the gospel, and we are using our influence to attract agents to the company in the ethical way. Now, this is a quick example. Let's say these are your downline up to tier 7. This number 3 and number 5, they choose to be a business builder. So what does that mean? They forfeited their option to get a rev share dollar in exchange for the lower $5,000 cap that they are getting. You remember there is 2 different business plans. There is rev share partner and there is business builder plan. So business builder means that they only pay $5,000, but you as a rev share partner, you are paying $10,000, which you're going to get that. Sorry, you are paying $15,000. So which you're going to get that $15,000 back anyway. I will show you how to get it back very soon. So, and this is the percentage of what you get from each level. You see, now we're going to use this tier 7 as an example very soon. So you see, you can get up to 20% of this tier 7 agents, whatever they make, whatever the company make from this tier 7 agent, you can get 20% of that. So if the company make $1,000, you make $200. So something like that is what I'm talking about. So what does it look like for you? Let's go back and look at what is it going to look like for you right now. This is an example here. So you have the revenue share example. You brought in the downline, right? The downline join you and they sell a home. Now, this downline may not even be you. This is tier 7. Tier 7 is too deep. You may not even know this agent, by the way. But let's say you don't know the agent, but this agent that was attracted by an agent that the person that you attracted, brought into the company, now sell a house. Now they sold a house of $500,000 and the commission was 3%. So that means the gross commission is what? $15,000. Because they are now on let's say this agent is on a rev share. They're on a rev share plan. So that means they are on a 80-20 split. They keep 80% of their money and 20% goes to the company. That means $3,000 go to the brokerage. Out of that $3,000 that goes to the brokerage, $1,500 goes to the corporate account. You remember they have to divide it by 50-50, right? $1,500 will go to the corporate account, $1,500 will go to the revenue share account. From that $1,500 that goes to the revenue share account, because it's your level 7 and it's 20%, percentage that comes to you, they multiply that $1,500 by 20% and you get $300. This is very, very simple. I like LPT because they keep this rev share model very, very simple to understand. There is no any complication here. So that is how you get compensated. Imagine you have 10 of these kind of people in your downline. So that's $300 times what? 10 people, $3,000 every single month. Just high level, keeping it simple, right? 3,000 every month times 12 months. See what that will do for you and your family. Pay your mortgage, pay your car notes, your student loan, buy an investment property, among other things you can use that money to do. So, but now you have to be aware that those that are on the business plan, business builder plan, they forfeited the revenue share dollar because they said they want to get lower cap, $5,000, and they understand that they are not getting the rev share opportunity because they want to keep more of their money, which is not a bad idea because you're going to be reinvesting that $10,000 gap. Instead of paying $15,000, you pay $5,000 and you can now reinvest that $10,000 you did not pay to grow your business. And once you grow your business to a point where you think, I want to capitalize or take advantage of the rev share, all you have to do is a simple phone call, switch from a business builder to a rev share share partner. Need to understand now, how do I attract agents? This is a very common question. Hey, I'm not very outgoing person. I don't like talking to people. How am I going to be able to attract agents? I love the idea of revenue share, but I'm an introvert. I'm a shy person. I can't face it, people. What do I do? Don't worry. The company have a solution for you. And the solution is very simple. We have, because it's agent centric, right? We have this attraction tool for you. One of them is that we have a personalized attraction material, which is clearly define the value that LPT has to offer that agent. They customize it with your picture. You have it in a different benefits, and also you can hang this over you can give this to people in a market, in a networking event. It can be in a flyer, it can be in a mailer, among other things that you can do. That's the number one. Number two is that they gave you a personal attraction website. This is my website, and I'm going to let you enjoy this video very quickly to see how it actually works for you. So what does this do for you? You can share this website with anybody and everybody that is interested to listen to you about LPT, and it's very simple. This website has been tagged to your name. As you can see, my name here at waitlist.lpt.com. Anybody that sign up through this website will automatically appear under my downline because they came through my website. So they've tagged in the system. This is a corporate recruiter that will reach out to that prospect on your behalf. Let's say you are speaking at an event and you share your website with them, maybe with a QR code or something, and they sign up. You're just going to see the corporate will reach out to that person and they'll be able to get them onboarded for you. They will onboard them for you. Yeah, this is very, very good. And before you know it, you are now crushing it with your downline. So let me let you enjoy this video so you can see from the website what you're going to be getting in terms of agent attraction website. You see, we're in 20 states. Yeah, right there. Those are all the tools you see. All the tools we have. The website is looking great. I would strongly recommend you visit my website at waitlist.lpt.com. Yeah, this is what you're going to see here. At this place now, you see anybody that fill out this information and they click on schedule call today, they will receive a phone call from the corporate, and the corporate will help you answer the question from that prospect without you even knowing what is going on behind the scene. What a cool strategy. You are not being distracted from selling real estate. You continue to sell real estate, but they are doing all this for you at the background. And every agent have this website. Your first name, your last name .lpt.com. Very simple, easy peasy. Now moving on to the next thing is that Recruit Assist is another thing they have. Let's say you're a listing agent, you work with a seller and you sold this house. The buyer agents, now you like them or they like you. Once you close, you can easily submit their information to LPT, and LPT will help you recruit them behind your back or behind the scene. I mean, not behind your back. I mean, they will help you. They will support the recruiting of them. Of course, you want to talk to the agent like, hey, you're going to be hearing from my company. I think you should look into LPT model. And if they say they don't want it, you can stop the conversation right there. But if they say, hey, tell me more about it, then you can, of course, have them on your Zoom call or have the corporate reach out to them. But it's a cool marketing strategy that they can help you nurture that agent on the other side of the transaction. They do this in form of, marketing to the agents. They reach out after the transaction. They can send them some marketing materials just for them to have a feel of what LPT is all about. And they can also sometimes text them on your behalf. So you can see these are all the ways they help you to attract agents once you close more transactions. And this is a good thing for a top producing agent, by the way. If you're selling a lot of houses, let's say you're selling 80 houses in a year, those are 80 potential, rev share downline you should have. So, and the company is doing this for you. So now moving on to the next one is the corporate event. So the corporates typically organize a rally. We call it a rally here, where they're going to get a big hall and bring a speaker to the event. And you can now invite anybody and everybody that want to listen to what LPT has to offer. Then you bring them to that event. This speaker is well trained about the model and will be able to, wow guests, and eventually the guests can decide to sign up because they like the presentation, they just, sold about the whole idea. So now, how does the company help you grow your legacy? Legacy is the next one we want to talk about. At the end of the day, we're all looking for a good legacy, right? So I'll tell you how the company is helping you. How they help you is for you to actually not just be an agent. They want you to become an owner in the company, meaning that you can now own stocks, you can now own equity, you can now have multiple stream of income, and you can also become a part owner of the company. You can now start building a long-term asset. You can win when every agent win, you also win, and you also have the opportunity to benefit from other corporate owned businesses like homevalue.com. This is a separate business from LPT, but it's kind of feeding LPT. You can see like a lead generation company feeding LPT, which is a real estate sales company. We generate the lead and we sell, and also the sales company will sell to the lead, right? So, which is a cool strategy right there. So what does that mean? It means that from your production, you're going to hand share. You can hand share in two major ways. You can hand from your production and you can hand from attraction. So on your first deal, you will get share. On your third deal, you will get share. On 15th deal, you will get share. On 35th deal, you will get share, which means 35th deal, you are now a black badge. Black badge again is similar to Icon Agent at EXP Realty. And of course, stocks that are granted to you are multipliers. They are subject to changes as the company continue to evolve. So you can also earn share by sponsorship. You can earn share on your first deal, on the first deal that a direct sponsor agent closes after joining LPT one time. This is a one-time stock that you're going to receive, because the downline that you directly sponsor, not the one that your downline sponsor. The one that you directly sponsor, when they close the first deal, you're going to earn from that as well. So that was a cool strategy. And this is a quick, production share grants. You can see here, these are the badges we have. We have the white badge, the silver, we have the gold, and we have the black, which is, you really want to be at the black because that's where you get a lot of value right here. So these are the core transactions you have to do. I just mentioned 1, 3, 15, 5, and 35. And also these are the two business, compensation plan. You have the business builder and you have the rev share partner. So if you're at white level, you get this. If you're a business builder, at the rev share, you get you can read all this thing, but you can easily add all this together. If you attain a black badge, you can see potential how much of, I think it's 5,725 shares that you can accumulate just by selling real estate, doing exactly what you're already doing right now. Again, 35 transaction is very easy for a top producing agents like yourself or like you're aspiring to be, so don't be too intimidated with that. So now for the rev share plan, if you attract people, you can get a one-time shares of 350 shares, and for the business builder you get 250 shares. So that is on the share part. Now imagine what you could accomplish at LPT. Giving a lot of information here, and I hope this has answered a lot of your questions, but imagine what is possible here. Imagine if you can keep a lot of your money. Imagine if you are not giving 40% of your commission to your broker again. I will let you watch this video, and as you're watching this video, I want you to do a soul searching. I want you to talk to yourself and see how this is going to change your business, change your family, and set you up for success.
In the world of real estate, agents are faced with a critical choice when it comes to choosing their path. Either go with a full commission brokerage with an affordable comp plan but little to no additional support, or pay much higher fees to possibly receive revenue sharing and stock but with moderate support. These are your only options. But for the very few who venture out on their own, risking everything to build their own brokerage, losing access to tools, support, and stock awards that a larger platform can provide, every agent knows that you must choose wisely, because if you decide down the road that your current brokerage option is not the right fit for your needs, you need to make the costly transition back to square one, resetting caps and forfeiting stock and revenue share. Brokerages capitalize on this fear to trap agents in a model. This is simply the way it is. This is the way it's always been. But imagine there was a better way. Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. Imagine if that brokerage offered solutions that ranged from a 100% comp plan at just $500 per file with a $5,000 cap, all the way up to an affiliate brokerage plan where agents can start and run their own independent real estate company, all while retaining support, stock, and revenue share. Imagine agents having the best buyer lead generation, CRM, and automated marketing platform to help nurture and close buyers. Imagine this brokerage platform puts agents first and focuses on real estate with great training, support, and culture. Imagine if that same brokerage platform recruited for its agents with thousands of dollars in marketing after every transaction they closed at no additional cost to the agent. How many more agents could that platform reach? How large could it be? Imagine how much the stock could be worth. Imagine if this auto-recruit system included digital marketing, direct mail, email, retargeting, and was all powered by an AI automation engine, all working together so contacts proactively reach out and ask about the opportunity to join. Imagine if agents could earn up to 7 levels of revenue share and stock grants on the agents that the platform recruited for them. Imagine how much revenue share agents could earn, how many customers it could serve. Imagine if this brokerage encouraged its agents to build local relationships for mortgage, title, and other services to make sure their clients get the best service. How many more transactions would they close? How large could that platform grow? Can you imagine the stock value now? Imagine having the flexibility to run your entire business from the palm of your hand so that you can maximize your most valuable asset, your time. Imagine getting in on the ground floor at the top of a recruiting downline before the company's gone public, before the market's saturated. Now imagine what your boat's gonna look like. No, a little bigger. There you go. Imagine if those recruiting efforts and stock awards could provide for the agent in life after real estate and ensure a successful retirement. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow. How much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
Wow, this is really, really impressive. Thank you again for being part of this presentation with me. This is very, very important. I'm happy that you are here. So now if you have any questions, you have multiple options. Number one, you can reach out to me directly by scheduling a Zoom consultation with me. Let's chat one-on-one and see if LPT is a great solution for you and be able to answer more questions that you have. Also, you can drop your comments in the comment section below. We'll be in the comment and answer that, but I really prefer you schedule a consultation because that is where we can talk one-on-one and keep it private, so we are not putting your business out there for a lot of people to see. So again, you can go to topproducingagents.com and that's where you will see the link to my calendar, be able to schedule a time that is convenient for you, and I'll be there myself to answer all your questions and eventually welcome you to LPT if it's the right move for you. If it's not the right move for you, I'll be the first person to tell you that I think you're better off where you are and don't destabilize yourself. So that being said, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate you being here. This means a lot to me. Again, don't forget to schedule that consultation call. That is the way we can work together, and that is the way I can be able to answer your questions. I hope you find value here, and I want you to go back home, go through all those notes you've taken, and eventually make a decision. Thank you. Bye-bye.